How is everybody doing today? I hope your day is well. We are going to go over the Familiar class today, which is a pretty interesting class. For those of you that do not know, if I can get up to it here, a Familiar is a fairy, so make sure you have somebody that has the ability to recruit fairies. My boy Canopus, he's good at that. But anyway, let's go over the basics. They are a human-like unit, so they have access to weapons and gear, unlike normal beasts. They are humanoid, so we get access to daggers, hammers, cudgels, bows, blowguns, and spellbooks. Pretty nice. No HP. No HP increase for these guys. MP, Sanctuary, preventing the undead from getting adjacent to you. Pumpkin Lure, act as a decoy, becoming more likely to be targeted by the enemy. I don't know how much I would use that, but hey, you know, I mean, thing's not really tanky, but hey, it's there. Your standard resists, and then we got meditate. Now to get into the cool stuff. So the Familiar, what makes them unique is they specialize in a lot of like charming and like just all kinds of charmy things and stuff. Like, I don't know, just kisses, and it's pretty interesting how they work. So the Virtuous Dance is a short range attack that deals dark damage to multiple targets. With a Seductive Dance, has a chance to charm. So it's an AoE charm. As you can see, it's an area of 3. And then we got the Coquetish Kiss. Yep, that's what we're going to call it. I'm sorry. A short range attack that deals dark damage to a single target with an Impish Kiss has a chance to charm. So there you go, both skills so far charm. This one does dark damage. This one also does dark damage as well. And then Lingering Kiss, though. A short range ability that plants a passionate kiss on a single target, splitting the caster's HP with them and reducing their RT to 0, allowing them to act immediately. So this is something you are going to want to do possibly. It's going to be a support ability most likely, and you are going to use this to, you know, heal a unit to a degree, but you're mostly going to use it because it's going to reduce the other unit's HP to 0, allowing them to act immediately. So a good situation would be, you know, we got a guy low on health, and he's got a finisher ready, or he's the one that's going to deal the final blow. We come on over, do this, share some of my health with them, and then give them their turn immediately. So really, you could act with a unit, get your Familiar, use this, that same unit can act again. So it's pretty nice. It's kind of like what the Revive does, the Blessing Stone. You know, when you revive a unit, they get their turn immediately. So kind of interesting, situational, but interesting. You know, you could utilize that in quite a few tactics. And then what is this one? The Selfless Kiss, yes. A short range ability that sends off sweet, soft kiss to a single target, removes stun, silence, and petrify. So they basically have kind of an erase spell like a cleric or whatnot would have, but it only works on certain things. Stun, silence, and petrify. You know, not useless if you're going into a battle, and, you know, I would recommend scouting all your battles and checking the units, and if you see a lot of, like, things like that are doing this, like cockatrice or griffins or anything with stun, silence, and petrify in their loadout, maybe bring this along with the Familiar. I mean, it ain't gonna hurt. But as you can see, specializes in dark damage and 2 abilities that charm, one that splits health and gives the unit their next turn, and then we got a removal. So why would you want a Familiar? Yeah, you wouldn't really need a Familiar all the time. I mean, they are a caster. They can learn lots of spells. So, I mean, I honestly would use this over a traditional caster, probably a wizard, maybe. I mean, I got Boon of Swiftness on. I got Heal 3, so there's my cleric right there. And then here's it's a cleric with offensive abilities. Look, can you do exorcism? I don't think you can exorcise. I know you can't. But I just want to see. Yeah, okay. I know you can, but you know, sometimes I'm making these videos and I get ideas in my head and I just gotta check. I'm sure you guys do the same thing. You're putting a build together and you're like, can I do this? Wait, what? Yeah, you just gotta check. I knew you couldn't, but anyway. You know, I'm matching my element, Vulcan Lance and Still Earth. I do not believe that I have access to AoEs though. So see, that's one of the downsides. You just have your single targets, so like a wizard or whatever does have the AoE spells. But with the Instill Earth, that's going to increase my Vulcan Lance. which is nice. And then that's also gonna, you know, make me even more resistant to earth attacks if I do get hit, even though I am earth. So pretty cool. But yeah, you can rock quite a few different things on the familiar to kind of do builds, because I love units that can do spells and skills, and this is one of them. It is squishy. We'll take some damage. We got an Exarch staff that gives me spell range +1. I obviously need better stuff eventually, but you got to do what you got to do with at the start here. And, you know, you could do a lot worse. So that's the familiar. Is it essential? No. I mean, I doubt you would ever, like, be like, yeah, man, I gotta rock a bunch of familiars. I mean, maybe I'm wrong. Do you guys love familiars? Do you guys, like, utilize them? Like, are they essentials in your party? I don't know. I've used it here and there. I don't find it, like, to be, oh my gosh, I gotta bring one all the time. But it's a fun little thing to play with, a fun little class. I don't think it's bad. It just kind of blends in, you know, with other classes, and it's whatever you want to bring, you know, at the time. What spellcaster do you want? It does have more options. It does have the healing and the boon and a couple others that give it, you know, a little bit more flexibility than like a wizard, because, you know, a wizard can't heal. But I don't find it to be bad. I find it quite good, and I think there's a lot of neat little things you can do with it. Maybe bringing more than one is ideal too. So thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate it. Let me know down below what you think. Do you like the familiar? Do you hate it? Am I just the only one that thinks it's okay? Let me know, and I will see you guys in the next one. Thank you so much for watching. See you later. Peace, guys.